4 News starts right now.
Vandals tear up a Pierce County construction site. We're live with the path of destruction they left behind. Hello, everybody. Vandals rampage through a construction site, causing $500,000 worth of damage.
Huge earth movers and dump trucks, all of them trashed. The vandals even tried burying one of those big dump trucks. KOMO 4's Keith Eldridge is live in Frederickson in Pierce County with all of that amazing damage. Keith?
Yeah, this is a big-time operation, lots of heavy equipment, and these are big-time vandals, lots of heavy damage to all the equipment here. Look at what they've done. They used some of this heavy equipment to wreak havoc around here.
Everywhere you look, there are smashed-in engines, smashed-in front ends, and smashed-in windows. Vandals damaged 24 pieces of heavy machinery.
Just catastrophic damage. I can't believe anybody would do this. Have the gumption to do so much damage. It's incredible.
It appears sometime between noon Saturday and 8 last night, vandals used a couple of big excavators to smash in every piece of equipment.
What really has them baffled is what were they doing here with this excavator? It looks like it was digging a hole big enough to put this off-road dump truck in, and were they going to try to bury it? And if so, why?
It wasn't easy getting here. First, vandals had to drive the excavators and dump truck into the woods and then start digging.
It's a big hole.
Yeah, they didn't get all the way done with it, but you could tell they didn't really know what they were doing.
Has anybody got a grudge against your company to do this?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of.
But the $1,000 reward flyer from the Tacoma Pierce County Crime Stoppers says it appears the equipment was targeted, but no one knows why. Northwest Contractors of Bellevue is clearing the land for a new distribution center for Whirlpool, similar to the IKEA center next door. Since this is the site of a former gravel pit, the company does not believe eco-terrorists are responsible.
Not till you just said it. No, I haven't even crossed my mind.
Greg Ferrulo owns Northwest Construction, along with his brother Brett. They cleared the land for Safeco Field, the new Seahawks training facility in Renton, and scores of other projects. They've never seen anything like this.
And just a few moments ago, they were able to pull all this heavy equipment out of the woods. You've got the two excavators, the big giant one there, and then you've got the dump truck in the back. They just pulled them out a few moments ago to try to go over all the damage. Close to $500,000 in damage. Now they're going to have to shut down for the day, get back to work tomorrow with rented equipment and try to figure out who did this and why. We're live in Frederickson and Pierce County. Keith Eldridge, KOMO 4 News, back to you.
An excavator is ripped apart and a dump truck buried. And now detectives are searching for the vandals that caused about $500,000 damage at a Pierce County construction site.
It happened at the feature site of the Whirlpool Distribution Center near Frederickson. King 5's Deborah Feldman shows us the surprising amount of damage.
It's the worst I've ever seen.
Construction crews arriving for work noticed right away that several of the large pieces of equipment they left neatly lined up last week are now sporting major dents, gashes, and broken windows. But soon they realized several pieces of machinery were missing altogether. It didn't take them long to look in the woods bordering this 48-acre work site. What they found, the hulking remains of 2 excavators and 1 dump truck, was shocking even to the pros.
You know, obviously you're in the business, things happen, kids come out, maybe they'll bust a windshield out or light off a fire extinguisher. This is malicious.
The bigger excavator was used to rip the smaller one apart. The cab now rests several feet from the base of the vehicle. The vandals also dug a massive hole in the ground, backed the dump truck into it, and then apparently tried to bury it.
The owners of this equipment say they're not even sure yet how they're going to get this out of here. We are in the woods, a couple hundred yards from the actual construction site, and the hole where this truck is sitting is probably about 10 feet deep.
Damage to the vehicles is estimated to be about $500,000. Plus, there's the lost wages of all the workmen who had to be sent home.
About 2 dozen probably, and they'll feel it this week, you know, but we'll be back at it tomorrow morning.
No notes or signs were found at the scene. Detectives say this appears to be the work of local vandals, not a political statement by any underground organization. Nonetheless, they're eager to catch the people who obviously went to great lengths to cause maximum destruction. In Frederickson, Deborah Feldman, King 5 News.
A $1,000 reward is being offered for information leading to the arrest of the vandals. If you have information, you're urged to contact the Pierce County Sheriff's Department.
Smashed, torn, beaten, trashed. Take a look. Vandals did a big number on a construction site, busting out windows, punching through grills, and somehow ripping down heavy metal. We're talking about tons of heavy equipment worth $500,000 destroyed. As Q13 Fox News reporter Susan West tells us, investigators now need your help to bring them in.
Police say vandals likely used this big excavator to dig a hole and try to bury this dump truck.
Can't even think of what might be in the people's head to do something like this. It's devastating.
Vandals took the heavy equipment from this nearby construction site in Pierce County near Frederickson, where crews are building a whirlpool distribution center. The vandals damaged 29 pieces of heavy equipment at this site, destroying 2 of them. They rammed trucks and excavators into each other, smashed their engines, and drove 3 into the woods.
It appears the vandals used the bucket on this big excavator to knock down these trees and to knock the cab off this smaller excavator. The cab ended up over there.
It's nauseating to see it. I couldn't believe it. I mean, you would not be able to describe it to me adequately without me seeing it.
Investigators believe this equipment may have been intentionally targeted, but there's nothing to indicate it's eco-terrorism.
We're probably looking for some adults with a little bit of construction experience at the minimum.
Anybody who has seen this so far has said this is the worst they have ever heard of or seen. So we do hope that we can get them.
The vandals caused at least $500,000 damage, forcing the site to shut down today. But they plan to get back to work tomorrow with beefed up security around the clock. In Pierce County, Susan West, Q13 Fox News.
Now, the vandalism happened between Saturday night and Sunday. If you have any information, call the Pierce County Sheriff's Office. Crime Stoppers is also offering a reward. For more details, go to Q13Fox.com and click on Q-Links.